Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is where I'll be sharing my journey through Toastmasters, improving public speaking, and learning something new with every speech. In today's video, I'm sharing one of my early sessions. Uh, Make sure you stick around until the end to catch the evaluation of my speech. And please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. And let's dive in now.
I want to get started. So who would like to be the Toastmaster this morning? Solomon is speaking. Sam is an evaluator. So I need a Toastmaster. Quick.
I could go
Okay,
for it.
get a pen out. So we are going to develop an agenda really fast.
Okay.
We need a general evaluator. And we have a speech scheduled by Solomon. I'm doing an educational moment. Mutu is doing a speech. There's Jackie.
Well, we have a flaw in our agenda, and I will get with Pete.
We'll fix it. What is your role today, Jackie?
You didn't look at the agenda?
No, I did not.
I'm the Toastmaster.
You're the Toastmaster. Good. So
I am the Toastmaster. Debbie, you are the educational minute.
I knew that.
Karen is the table topics master.
And where is Karen?
She's coming also because she also fell into the trap that Pete laid for us.
Okay, so we'll fix that.
And yes, I will get that taken care of.
Who's our GE?
Well, let me finish giving you the roster.
Okay, thanks.
Solomon is the speaker number one. I am the general evaluator. Excuse me, no, you are the general evaluator. Sam will be evaluating Solomon's speech. We do need a timer.
Okay.
Grammarian is Karen.
I can be the timer.
Thank you.
And who is that?
Muthu.
Mutu, thank you. And Debbie wraps up the meeting, hands it back over to me.
Perfect. Let's get started.
Debbie, give me presentation rights as well.
Yes, Mutu is also going to do a speech.
Yes. I have him down. He's doing a presentation.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to make you a co-host.
Yes.
We're ready to roll.
Okay. If you would prefer to be Toastmaster, Debbie, you can be.
No, ma'am, I'm going to let you. Welcome to Linguistic Links.
And Karen we have found Karen. No, we have not found Karen.
So in case Karen doesn't get started, Keith, can you come up with some table topics? And I would like for you to highlight the new people to get them participating, please. So if Karen pops on, great. If she doesn't, be ready.
Sure.
Perfect. Call our meeting to order. I would like to turn conduct of our meeting to our Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Jackie Alford.
All righty. I know Karen's prepared, so I know she would like to do her table topics. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I know you're used to a much more efficient program than you've been seeing from us the last 2 days. And with Miss Debbie's help, I'm sure that we will be going on the straight and narrow going forward. Karen is our table topics master, and in this club, the word of the day comes from her. So I'm going to skip that for a second. And we do have a guest. Did I understand, Keith? Yes, Keith. You ran into Karen on your bicycle, I understand.
Yes, I did, Jackie. Great to see you. It's great to see her, and it's just a beautiful morning to be out on the bike. And
It really was, wasn't it? It was just
Mhm.
super. It was 68 over here.
Yeah,
So with that, I have not heard. There's Karen. I said, I've not heard from Karen, but there she is. So, Karen, we would like the word of the day if we could.
Yes, is sweltering. It means oppressively hot.
You are breaking up.
Second,
I didn't catch the word.
it's sweltering.
Oh,
It means oppressively hot. Walking through the desert in the summer could be a sweltering experience. Sweltering.
thank
Now,
you.
I wonder if we have some volunteers in our audience here. Who would like to play with table topics, or do I just call on someone?
Karen, I'd like you to call on some of our newest people. Get them up and speaking, please.
I sure will. And I would like to introduce Keith Buchanani, who's up in our visual here. We ran into each other this morning when I was taking Dirk in to get his car fixed. So he said he was going to come and check out the club. So Keith, good to see you. All right, here is our first question. I live in Merced, California, and temperatures have occasionally reached 115 degrees. What do you do to keep cool in hot weather? And I'm going to call on, how about Shagufta?
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so the topic is if I live in Merced and the temperature is around 112, if I'm not sure.
115, but that's just an example. So what I want you to respond to is, what do you do to keep cool in hot weather?
Okay. Actually, that is dangerously very hot weather over there. And if I'm at that place, I would stay in my indoor with my air conditioning, stay in. I would not go on with the public visits like library and all. I'll rather stay at home and cool down. Even if I would go on out, if I would go out, then I would be at a place like malls which has AC around it and any cooling centers. And during that period, I think so. It takes it takes a few. Yeah. During this weather, drinking tons of water, even if you're not thirsty, that usually happens during that weather, and we do feel dehydrated sometimes. Rather going with any sugary drinks and buttermilk and much more. And we usually wear the light colored clothes during that span, instead of wearing sweaters and all. Wetting a cloth and putting it down on your neck can help us in cooling down for some time. And do not going for a walking, biking, or any places around. We must be rather early in the morning and late at the evening. That usually happens. And especially um, spending the time with during that span, I would rather spend the time at home with my family members and with my pet. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well done. Here's the next prompt. What is the hottest temperature you have ever experienced, and how did you deal with that? And I think I'm going to call on, how about Sam? Sam, you want to take that one?
Sure. The maximum temperature I've experienced, I guess that was like a couple of days ago, and I guess that was around 46 or 45 degrees. I'm not sure, Um, yeah, that was the max I experienced. But I guess every day is hot for me because prefer staying under the fan all the time or staying in the room where there's air conditioning. But if you ask me for a football match, even if it's like scorching bright outside, I'm always into it, and I don't mind. I'll wear my sunblock and just come. I'll wear my jersey and come to play football. So I don't mind even if it's that hot because football is a sport where weather doesn't matter, I guess. Even if it's raining, even if it's sunny, um, that doesn't really matter. So I guess 46 or 47, I'm not sure about the number, but I guess that was the maximum temperature I had experienced. Thank you so much.
Well fielded. Thank you so much. Here's our next prompt. Even with air conditioning, sometimes it's just too hot to cook. What would you make for dinner when it gets that hot? Harish?
You're on mute.
You're muted.
Yeah,
We're
your
still
mic,
not
mic,
hearing.
you're still muted. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would rather love to cook, and I would make a milkshake, or as it's a hot summer, so I would try to make some good recipes or new recipes and be at home and try to do some new recipes like milkshakes, or try to go out and have some ice creams.
Sounds yummy to me. All right, moving on. Let's take the next question. Where would I likely find you when it's hot and you have the whole day off? Keith, how about you?
Thanks for the question, Karen. Oh, if I knew a hot day was coming up, I would get on my bike, like you saw me this morning, early in the morning when it wasn't too hot, right up to the lake, which is about 10 miles from my house, Lake Yosemite, and just stay there the entire day under a fruitless mulberry tree. And the reason why I do that is because I know exactly. I've been there many times, and I know exactly which way the sun comes up and which way it goes down. And in order to stay cool, you got to be in the shade. So I could just move my towel, or yeah, I'd have a towel. I wouldn't bring a chair on my bike. I could just move my towel according to the direction of the sun and stay in the shade. And if I get extra hot, I could just jump in that ice cold water, which comes down from the Sierra Nevadas, from Yosemite and such, and which feeds that reservoir, and cool off that way.
That sounds like a
Wow.
wonderful solution, Keith. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Last question. Describe your favorite beverage when it's hot outside. I think I'm going to pick on Rohit today.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, everyone. Actually, I was thinking something about the drink only. You would have asked. I like if I feel lucky if it was a Sunday, that hot day. If it was a Sunday, I would rather like sit in my room and turn on my fans and prepare a drink. Is very famous in India, buttermilk. It is made up of curd. Yeah, curd and a little of masalas, and it is like we turn on air conditions and fans for the outer heat, but it will cool down our inner body actually. Yeah, I would rather drink that, no- preferring other cold drinks like Coke and any Pepsis and all. And yeah, I would rather prepare a rice from the curd also. Like it is called kanji. You would have not heard about the name, but it is also made up of curd. Yeah, Thank you.
Very well done. Are we having the opportunity to vote for best response, Debbie?
It's up to you. You're in charge.
Well, I don't know if we have the setup for it. So I think
Think
maybe
about that another time.
we'll do it another time. But I want to thank each and every one of you, and even those who just sat there and listened, because keep your eyes open. You might be called on next time. Back to you.
It has been so long since we've had this many people. We have quit voting for the best table topics because we've been down to like 3 people every week. So we will put that back in and basically going forward next week. Once table topics is over, you would respond in chat privately to the table topics master of who you felt did the best. They'll calculate the number and it'll be announced at the end of the meeting. Excuse me. I have been told that today it will reach 100 degrees here in our valley. And you were talking about that drink. I remember a mango drink that is very popular in our Indian restaurants over here.
Mango lassi.
Is very cooling too. I do remember that. It's been a long time. I used to do books for a gentleman that served that all the time. So I will have to think about that. Our first speaker today is Solomon, and Solomon, I did not receive an introduction for you, so if you would like to introduce yourself, tell us how long your speech is going to be so that our timer can time you appropriately. That would be wonderful. Solomon, take it away.
Thank you, Jackie. So, good morning, Toastmasters, and I'm here today, fresh start morning. So, I came in the office really tense because I would miss the session because I'm having some of the chores to do at home. So, anyways, I didn't miss the session. I'm here. So, I was thinking my speech is going to be lasting 5 to 6 minutes. I don't know if I can drag that much, but 4 to 5 minutes at an accurate. So it's a story. When I was in fifth standard, in the fifth grade, I was more a boy, I know that. So I would like to start with the thing where I'm from. So let me take you back to when I was in fifth grade, living in a small town called Ongol. So it might sound more like Asia, but it is in Asia. So, anyways, so now Ongol may sound like a cool brand of pickles, right? So, but fun fact, it actually comes from the phrase one goal. So now don't ask me if that's official. Maybe it's just own eloquent explanation. It's just my own eloquent explanation. But to us, growing up, football was life. Just Sam was talking about football. He would play in 46 degrees Celsius. A football playing in 46 degrees Celsius is awesome. I know that. So uh, that one goal just wasn't just about scoring on the field. It was about how we lived. So I'd spend my days chasing the ball under the sweltering sun and recharging with local snacks. That would probably set your tongue on fire. So spicy. I loved every bit of it. Life was simple. Friendships were deep. We have a lot of cousins around my home. Every time I go to football, like all of the 12 teammates are my cousins. So my team is full of cousins. So they're going to pass me the ball anyways. That's a different story. So um, I'd spend my days chasing the ball under the sweltering sun that I've told, and life was simple with friendships. And that's when the twist came in. One evening, my dad gathered all of the family members and said, it's like a school assembly, I can tell you. We assembled, and dad said, we're moving to Gujarat. It's a different state in India. and it's like a boom. It's a plot twist. I don't know what to do. I'm in an extemporaneous situation. I don't know what to talk. And I was stunned. Gujarat, that's a whole different world. A lot of new language, new people, new snacks, obviously. I miss my snacks still. Anyways, new snacks. And most of them are vegetarian. Vegetarian, right? I love non-veg. So my taste buds started already crying. Why would you go to a place where it's vegetarian? Where I lived in Gujarat, in a 10-kilometer radius, you don't find a meat shop. It's too hard to get that one. So saying goodbye to my friends, cousins, and spicy local food felt like leaving a piece of my soul in that place. I remember hugging one of my friend. He is my cousin, and he still says, "I miss you. Where are you? Come back here." So I say yes sometime when I settle down. So now in India, moving in states is like crossing countries. Every place has different languages, accent, and sometimes even attitude, I can say. It's like living in a giant WhatsApp group uh, where nobody speaks the same thing, but everyone sends good morning messages. Right? So when I landed in Gujarat, I didn't know the language. I didn't have friends. And at first, I really felt bored sitting at home with that one football that I bought from my hometown. So, and at first, I felt like misplaced football. It bounced around completely, and I'm really lost. But here's the thing, if you can't speak the language, at least sound eloquent in English. So I made English my best friend. I started reading more, speaking more, and slowly I gained my confidence. I even became the guy who corrects your grammar in a group chat. I don't do it anymore because they felt that I'm annoying. Yes, I was that annoying. So that's when I met my friend Deep and Umer. We bonded over football in Gujarat in a school. So, and the fact that none of us could find decent chicken fries. So, and in a 10-kilometer radius that I told you before, our school started always at around 7 in the morning. And we were on the field by 5 a.m. You know what we used to do? We used to play football, and then that level of dedication when you're willing to run drills when the rest of the world is drooling on the pillows, right? So, and then horse riding, football by morning and cowboys by dawn. So that was the timetable we had then. So our campus was huge, like a mall without shopping. So, but we explored every inch of it, rode horses, and shared countless memories. Now, did I mention food? We were surrounded by passionate vegans. These folks could turn anything, paneer, tofu, even air into vegan food, to be honest. But we were non-veg ninjas smuggling in eggs inside the school like they were diamonds. Okay, so like chicken curry during a surprise inspection, we told the teacher it was Ayurvedic therapy. So academically, we were just too bad either, and either we had some amazing professors who treated us like their own. So but as always, just when life gets comfortable there, the clock strikes. Transfer o'clock. My dad again said, "Let's transfer to a different state now. Your fun time is over." I lost touch with all of my friends, and I still remember those memories. I can say one goal now. Maybe it's just to carry those stories forward, to connect, to grow, to speak not just fluently, but eloquently about the journeys that shape me. So if you ever find yourself uprooted, don't you worry. You're not just lost. You're just finding another chapter, maybe another friends, just like I found Deep and Umer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a wonderful story. Our next role that we do is general evaluator. And for the time being, the Toastmaster and the general evaluator is has been in the past the same person. But in this particular case, I am going to introduce Debbie Baker as our GE for today.
Thank you, Jackie. As general evaluator, this is our evaluation session of our meeting. And each time we have a prepared speech, we do an evaluation of that so that the speaker can grow from some of the comments. So today, evaluating Solomon's speech, we have Sam as his evaluator. Sam?
Thank you so much, Debbie. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and Solomon. Thank you for your engaging speech. It's always a pleasure to hear fresh perspectives, and your speech today certainly gave us something to think about. Your speech had a clear opening, body, and conclusion. I particularly appreciate how you opened your speech. It grabbed our attention right away. And I remember last weekend in the afternoon, I met Solomon. It was very hot, like the typical sweltering afternoon heat. And he was telling me that he will be doing a speech this week. And man, that was amazing. Your eye contact was engaging and you used vocal variety effectively. And childhood, man, it takes me back. I guess the snacks tasted different back then. I miss my childhood. And coming back to your speech, you might consider slightly adjusting your pace. At times, it was a bit fast, and there were a lot of filler words as well. Maybe you want to get rid of them by pausing every now and then. And to sum up, your speech was more like storytelling and well organized. And thank you so much for allowing me to evaluate your speech, Solomon. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. I thought you did a great job. And evaluating Mutu's speech, is that me, Jackie?
Due to the fact it was a presentation, I did not assign an evaluator for Mutu, but if you would like to evaluate his speech, that would be perfectly acceptable.
Thank you. Mutu, I really thought you have really grown in your Toastmasters experience. I asked you off the cuff last night, and you have a huge busy schedule, I know that. And what you did in just a few hours of preparation paid off in dividends today. I thought you made a very simple presentation out of a very difficult process for a lot of people. A lot of us as experienced Toastmasters are struggling the same with pathways, and you have just swooped in and smoothly, like with a super cape, you came in like Superman and made it sound easy enough that all of us could do this. And we appreciate that. I appreciate your smooth tone, your patient presentation, the fact that we received out of that, this is easy enough, anybody can do it. There's plenty of learning modules if you just spend a little time. I like that comment. So you have taken a sweltering topic and turned it into something that we could all use. So I appreciate that. And for timing, do you have a timing report for us?
Yes, I do, Madam Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters. So for the educational movement, Debbie had 3 minutes 10 seconds. For the table topics, Shagufta had 1 minute 32 seconds, Sam had 1 minute 2 seconds, Harish 31 seconds, Keith 1 minute 9 seconds, Rohit 1 minute 11 seconds. And for the full speech today, Solomon had 7 minute 47 seconds.
Thank you. Great job. Great job, everyone. I appreciate that as part of my general evaluation of the meeting. We are all learning. This is our second meeting, and we are really making this happen across the world. So most of our participants are participating in the nighttime in India. And there's a difference between 46 degrees Celsius is almost 115 degrees Fahrenheit. And so there's a difference in our language, there's a difference in our nuances, and we're making it work. Sometimes our passwords aren't working. We're just starting out. We're trying to smooth those things out so that our meeting begins and ends on time. That's our goal. Our second goal is to just get everybody up and speaking and developing at the rate you want to develop. So I like that. We have great mentors here that are experienced Toastmasters that are just here to serve. We're getting up early in the morning to start our day with you, just so that we can fit in our schedule with your schedule due to the time difference. So I love seeing how it works. There are a few kinks. We experienced that today, and we're going to work on it so that it goes more smoothly. But really and truly, where could we have done this in the past before the pandemic? I don't know. But it's wonderful to be able to see from your speeches the differences in our cultures and to experience that with us. You're making it available for us to visit India, even if we can't go. And for that, we appreciate it. So all of the things that you have to share with us help in our imagination when you describe so vividly where you are. And I thought that was great in Solomon's speech. So many differences in your culture, and then at the same time, so many similarities. We appreciated that. You gave us a nice glimpse of what it's like to live in your neighborhood. I appreciated that. And I thought Sam did an insightful evaluation of Solomon's speech, and it highlighted your skill level that you attached in just 9 weeks of speechcraft training. So great job applying the concepts. I see us really growing together as a team. And I see Karen all smiles. Karen loves working with this age group. This is her forte. And I see her just grinning and smiling. I told her a long time ago, these are my kids, and she's going to fall in love with all of you just like I did. And I see that on her face already.
It's already happened.
Thank you, Karen. So we're going to get better at the Free Toast Host website, using that. That encapsulates our meeting. Toastmasters International website and the Pathways program is a separate entity. And we talked about that today. Free Toast Hosts, I noticed everybody but as of yesterday, everybody but Solomon had signed up, and that's where you go for meeting roles. So make sure you go there and sign up for a meeting role. We want you to get speaking. Akshata is going to speak next week on her icebreaker speech. Solomon's going to mentor her so she can do that. Thank you, Solomon. And then we need one more speaker, so don't be afraid to sign up. Sam, Shagufta, Rohit, you need to redo your icebreaker speech so that we can get through our level 1 before June 30th. No pressure. So, so sign up as one another's evaluator. Don't be afraid to exercise the skills you've learned. That's what I have for you today. Thank you all for participating. Jackie, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. And one of the steps that our general evaluator missed in her excitement of the meeting is our grammarian report. And Karen was our grammarian for today. So she will tell us how many times we used sweltering and how we did with our us, ums, what alls, and what fors.
This will be a general summary because I know people have places to go and things to do. I would like to present a challenge to each and every one of you. I would like you this week to be looking for the sound That's what we use to buy ourselves time to think of the next word we want to say. But when there are a lot of them, it sounds usual. So let's be careful with the use of the Let's try to get that out of our minds and out of our mouths. Don't say unless it's appropriate. The second thing was that there was also the word so. Now, you can see by the quilt behind me that I like to sew, but that's not the kind of sew I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I want to do thus and so. So I'm going to sew, it takes away from the essence of what you're trying to say. So if you will watch this entire week, tone down the so's and tone down the uhs, and then next week, tell me how it went. Back to you, Jackie.
Thank you very much. And how did we do with the word of the day?
Excellently. I was amazed. I thought you were going to balk and say, I don't know what that means. You just took it and ran with it. I was so proud. I thought, yeah, we're in the right place.
Yes, we definitely are.
I wonder what Keith thought of the meeting. Keith, you have time, but I wonder how you liked it.
Yeah, I was blown away by the folks from India. Your English, it's like you're from America. The syntax, the way that you guys talk, the jokes and everything. You guys are amazing. Solomon, you're a gifted storyteller. So this was a very enlightening meeting. Thanks,
Well,
guys.
you are welcome to come back anytime, Keith. And as soon as you're done with that job, I want you all the time.
Yeah, I got training for the next few weeks, and then maybe I could get a schedule where I could be here.
That would
be
lovely.
Wonderful.
Keith and I got to know each other when he was out at UC Merced, and I think are you still going to UC
I'm still
Merced?
going. I am. This is
Good
just a
deal.
summer gig I got a job for, so almost done.
Very good. We'll look forward to having you back.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jackie.
Thank you very much. With that, I will turn it over to the president, which I just happen to be, and I will say goodbye to all of you today and look forward to seeing you next week. I should make it without any problems. I will be in Colorado and in transit between work and going to see my dad. And one of the things I did want to say is for all of us who football means a totally different thing, I believe you guys are talking about what we refer to as soccer. Am I correct, Solomon?
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure I was on the right page there.
Yes, you are.
So with that, everybody have a great Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day it is, where you all are at. And we will see you next Wednesday morning.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye
Thank you so
now.
much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.